Hey everybody, it's Dr. Ryan D. with First Choice Chiropractic. Today I'm going to be going over forward head posture and some at-home exercises and stretches that we can do to try and help with that or treat that in some way. So first things first, what is forward head posture? Forward head posture is when people start to lose this normal posture where your ear is over top of your shoulder and shoulders over top of your hip, and they start to round forward in the head and neck area and round their shoulders forward. It can be called upper cross syndrome. Also, people will call it text neck because people holding a cell phone during the day, leaning forward like this, doing this type of work on their phone. So the problems with the forward head posture is as we take our body out of our normal gravity line, all the muscles start to react to that and they start to fail. So head goes out in front of the shoulders, shoulders round forward like this. All of these muscles are now hanging onto the larger bony mass of the head and causing all of those muscles to stay contracted all the time. They can become very taut and tender, start to develop trigger points and then be very sore. Common symptoms of this are headaches from the pressure at the base of the skull. They can radiate up into the head. Sinus pressure also. Numbness and tingling in the hands. Tight, tense shoulders. Lots of stuff in the mid-back where we're having problems with inspiration during long runs, things of that nature. So all of them are not good. So in order to treat that, the first thing that I tell people to do is just try and bring the head back over top of the shoulders. Now when I tell people that, the first response that they have is just tilting the head up like this. That doesn't really do anything except for cause some more extension at the base of the skull, possibly just take out a little bit of that thoracic hump. So what we want to do is we want to actually translate the head back. So I tell them, try and make a double chin. So if we're sitting down, standing upright, the idea is to try and look at your nose and push the head back. Not the most attractive thing in the world to make a double chin, but the idea is as we're pulling straight back like this, we're taking the head straight back and bringing the shoulders back also while doing that. That type of thing might feel uncomfortable to you at first because some of these segments of these joints aren't working properly right now. It might be uncomfortable to take the normal position on. But as we work through this, we'll find that it'll ease up over time. So the idea is to retract the head back and just hold that position for, let's say, 20 seconds initially, working our way up to 30 seconds. We can even get up to the point where we get up to a minute of doing so. The other idea here is that if we apply some resistance to it, it can actually make things a little bit more comfortable. So, or work these isometric muscles a little differently. So when we do things like that, what we want to do is we want to put against a wall and push our head back against it. Again, I'm not tilting my head up against it. I'm just translating my head straight back. Still trying to make that double chin like that. The wall works very well. If it's uncomfortable there, you can roll up a towel and put it there for starters to try and get some of that retraction to happen. Other things that work well, you can just put your hand behind the back of your head and push back against that for starters, trying to get a little bit of resistance to it initially. People are always driving in cars. If your car's seat is sitting back properly, you should be able to put your head against the headrest and push back against that for a little bit of resistance. So when we just stand and we push our head back against the wall, that takes care of some of that translation of the neck, trying to get that to come back, but that rounded forward of the shoulder still becomes an issue for people. So one of the other exercises we do, besides just the gentle stretching and the corner stretches that I've showed in previous films, is when we're pushing ourselves back against the wall, we want to place our buttock, our hips against the wall. We want to flatten our shoulders. We want to try and get our low back to touch the wall also, trying to give a nice straight platform there. What I don't want people to do is bring their heels way out like this and lean their body up against the wall. That makes things seem very easy to do. We want to bring the heels to the wall. We want to stick our back against the wall. We want to flatten our abs out here so that our low back is practically touching the wall. And then what we want to do is push the head back into that position. And the last step here is to now bring your elbows and your wrist against the wall also. That's going to take some of that rounding of the shoulders back with you here. So pushing the head back, bringing the shoulders and arms into more of a 90-90, and then trying to bring the wrist back to touch the wall also. So if this is difficult, it's okay to bring the hands forward slightly. I don't want you to stress the body in any way, but trying to get that wrist back as best you can. And after you've held this position for 20 seconds or so, it's nice to be able to bring the shoulders up a bit and back down a bit. Find those areas where you're feeling that shoulder tension there to start to get that shoulders around back. Most people develop a lot more musculature in the front because of overdeveloped pecs, underdeveloped rhomboids. We do most of our activities in front of us rather than reaching behind us to do them, so naturally it develops a little bit differently. If any of these things are causing you discomfort, or you're finding you can't get into these positions at all, I mean, just a simple cervical retraction like that, feeling like it's just not working properly, there may be underlying causes, subluxations, there could be arthritic changes, things like that that are deterring us from being able to do this comfortably. So please, if you're having any issues with this, please give us a call at 804-726-6810. We'd be happy to check you out and see how we can get you doing this properly again. Thank you.